Okay, today we are going to discuss about the data visualization. First, we'll start with the basic things. What is data visualization? What is data visualization? It is an art and science of making a data easy to understand and consume for the users. What is data visualization? Data visualization is an art and science of making a data easy to understand and consume for the user. See, it is going to make a pictorial view that a user can see that one very easily. A user can use that one very easily and understand that picture, what that picture is going to show. That is the data visualization. It is going to show the right amount of the data in the right order, in the right visual form to convey the high priority information. It is going to show you a right amount of the data. Whatever the data is there, actual data is there, that it is going to show. And also it is going to show in a particular order. It is not going to miss the order. And in the visual forms, everything in the visual form will be there. A pictorial view will be given. And also it is going to give the particular things a high priority and low priority, everything it has to be considered. This is about the data warehouse. You have to mute yourself. See, don't make noise at the back. Requirements in that one. What are the things you have to understand? You have to understand the consumer needs. What is the needs of the consumer? What is the nature of the data? And availability of the tools and techniques to represent the data. This is very important. You have to what are the things are there? What is the consumer needs? What the person needs? For whom you are going to develop that, for them what are the needs are there, and what is the nature of the data you have to understand, and what are the available tools. In that available tools only you have to do the work. That is important one. These are the things you have to do. Next is this is the last step of the data life cycle. Previously we have discussed about the data life cycle. In that data life cycle, this is the last step. What is the first one? What is the first one in that data life cycle? First one is a business. First one is business, intelligence, mining, and the data visualization. These are the steps. In that one, this is the last one. Okay, we'll move to the next one. Next is a excellence in visualization. How excellently we can visualize the data. Yeah, data can be presented in the form of the rectangular table or in the colorful graphs of various types. Here, rectangular table means you can draw a tables. In that table, you can show your data, or you can use the colorful graphs. Using those graphs, you can show your data. That is the thing. If the data is small, non-comparative, highly labeled data sets are there, then you can use the tables. If the data is growing as the time grows, then that data can be represented using the graphs, which is going to helps to give the shape to the data. This is about the graphs. Go to this one, graphs. Tables and the graphs. There are two things here. Next, what are the objectives are there? Objectives for the data visualization. First one is, it is going to shows and even reveal the data. What type of the data? It is going to show the all the types of the data, and also it is going to reveal the data and even reveal. It is going to reveal the information in the data. That is the thing. One second, baby. Go that side. Go and sit. It is disturbing the class. Go. Baby, go and sit there. Baby, go. Okay. We'll start the class now. Again. Here it shows and even reveal the data. It is going to tell about the data, what type of the data is there and how to understand the data. That information it is going to give here. And what is the history of the data, and whatever the data is there, that is going to tell some stories. That is going to be a first objective. Next is the second one. It is going to induce the viewer. It is going to induce the viewer think of the substances of the data, of what viewer is going to think about that data, and what are the substances are there in that data. That is going to be analyzed here. What format of the graph it has to be used and how it should be visualized, that things, that is the second objective. Third is avoid the distorting what the data have to say. You have to avoid the use of the hidden truths. You have to avoid the data of the hidden truths. Whatever the information about the data is there, that should be presented here. Next is making a large data set coherent. Whatever the data is there, that should be a coherent. It should give the complete information of the data. Next is encourage the eyes to compare the different pieces of the data. See, in the visualization, it is very important. In the naked eye, you can compare the differences. You should able to compare the pieces of the data. See, whatever the data is there, that you should show with using the visualization, so that everyone can see and they can identify the differences. Next, reveal the data at several levels of details. You have to give the data different levels of the details. You should provide the data levels. Different levels. You have to provide the data. Next is the here serve a reasonably clear purpose. You have to clearly inform the what is the purpose of the data and what is the use of the data. You have to tell that one clearly. Closely integrate with the statistical and verbal description of the data set. You have to tell the correct information about the statistics and the description of the data. Whatever the visualization you are going to create, that should give a correct statistics, and also it should give a verbal description about the data. See, we'll discuss, got to know these objectives. With the example, it will be clear. We'll see the next slide. We'll go for the next one. Next is the types of the charts. What type of charts we are going to use for providing the data visualization. Here many kinds are there, many are there, many types of the graphs are there, tables are there, many things are there. Here a graphical representation is a very important, so we are going to go for the types of the graphs. First one is a line graph, scatter plot, bar graph, stacked bar graph, histogram, pie charts, box charts, bubble graph, dial, geographical data maps, pictographs. These are the total 11 types of the graphs are there. We'll discuss those graphs one by one. First one is a line graph. In the line graph, what will happen? First one is a line graph. Here, whatever the data is there, the data points we are going to show with the dots like this. These are the data points. We are going to connect these data points with the lines. This graph, this line graph is going to show you the how the data is going to be varying, how our data is varying from time to time. See, almost this is a basic graph. Almost all the graphs, they are going to show the things with the time. Here in the x-axis they are going to use the time, and in the y-axis they are going to use the measures, dimensions. What dimensions we want about the data. Here, if the dimension is the money, then you can give the, it is a money in a rupees. If you want the dimensions in the item sold, then you can give the item sold here. This is the dimensions. We are going to write the dimensions here, and almost all the line graphs are going to be working with the time in the x-axis. See how they are. It is going to be varying. First, whatever the thing, the item is going to be sold. See, compare this one. Think that this is a COVID-19. In the COVID-19, the rate was, the thing that your one bath soap rate is 200. Then it has gone increasing, started. It is gone increasing. First it was a 300, rises, gone rising because the time. Here it is a COVID-19. COVID-19 means the items are not available. So the whatever the marketers are there, they are going to increase the rates. Getting? This is going to show the things. This is about the line graph. Go to this one, line graph. Next we'll move for the next one. Next is the scatter plot. Scatter plot means these data sets are going to be scattered in the graph. These all are the data dots, data sets. This is one data, this is one data. The data sets are going to be scattered here. So it is called as a scattered plot. This is also with the time only. Here in the x-axis it will be a time, and in the y-axis the dimensions will be there. Here they are a diameter in the centimeter. Here it is the height they have taken. See, these are the sum of the things. Go to know this one. A scatter plot. Data sets are going to be scattered here. Based on the places of the data sets, we are going to analyze the data. What is the relationship between the data we can analyze like this? Okay, we'll move to the next one. Next is a bar graph. A bar graph, it is going to be showing a bars here. On the graph, they are going to show the bars. There are many bars are there. Apple. See, think that what is the sale of the apple in 1 month? Like this, they are going to take a problem. See here. How much? 35. Orange is 30. Banana is 10. Kiwi fruit is 20. See, it's going to be varying, no? That varying information will be shown with a bar graph. See, here the length is going to give you the value. What is the value of the apple? Here, this is going to give the value. Here, 35 value. Here, the length of this bar is going to give you the values. And you can show this bar graph vertically as well as horizontally. This is about the bar graph. Next is a stacked bar graph. It is a stacked bar graph. In a single bar graph, this is a different item, this is different item, this is a different item. All these three are the different items. We are going to be seeing in a same bar. Here, this is one item. This is for the 8K. This is going to tell about the data values of a particular item. This is going to tell about the data values of the particular item. Yeah, this is the data values of the particular items. A strawberry in the malls. This is the time. This is the items. This is item. This is item. Peach. Peach, how much? This is the things. This much it is going to give the data. This is the things. Here the values of a multiple variables are stacked and on top of the each other they are going to be kept. This is the stacked bar graph. Next is a histogram. Histogram means it is going to also be a bar graph only here. Lines are going to be added here. See, what is the frequency? For the age, what will be the frequency? Think that it is about the COVID-19. For the 20 and the 20 age, 30 age, what is the frequency? 20 to 30, it is a 2%. 30 to 40, it is a 4%. 40 to 50, it is also 4%. 50 to 60, it is a 5 frequencies. See, this is going to tell about the frequencies of the data. Got to know this one? It is going to give you a correct informations. It is going to give you a numerical information of the data. That is a histogram. Next is a pie chart. What is this pie chart? A circular thing. Here, each portion is going to indicate the different dimensions. Here, this is going to indicate one dimension. This is going to indicate one dimension. Here one, here one, here one, here one, here. Each pieces of the things are going to explaining the different dimensions of the data. Here, multiple data can be compared easily with these pie charts. Here, different items are going to be added here, one by one. This is about the pie chart. All of you go to know this pie chart. Think that, see here. Take an example of the animals. Chickens. Chickens are so less. Almost it is a 15%. Think that the total is 100%. Here it is a 15%. Cat is almost a 40%. Here. Next, dogs. Dogs is also a 30%. Goat is a 45% or 40%. Next, so it will not be a 40, it will be 30 only. 30, 30, 60, and it is a 20, 80, 80 plus, this is 10, and here it is a 5%, and this is a 5%. Total everything should be 100. This much of the data is there. Chickens are 5%, goats are, cats are 30%, and the dogs are 20%. Next, goats are 20%, 5% of the cows are there. Donkeys are this much percent. This is going to explain how much quantity of the data is there. Comparing with each other. Here, it is going to compare the animals here. How much animals are, things are there in the Kalbogi. Here, on 5% chickens are there here. Cats are more. This is going to tell. Compare the each things. That is the pie chart. Next, we will move to the box chart. Here, this is about the box chart. Here, the whatever the boxes are there, they are going to tell about the current middle half of the value. This is a current middle half of the value it is going to show, these boxes. This is going to tell the extreme, this is going to tell the a lower one. Here, this is going to become a lower value. Here it is going to tell about the higher value. This is a higher value, this is a lower value. This whatever the thing is there, this is going to tell about the middle value. Go through this one. This is also a type of the basic graph. So it is also going to be varying with the time here. This is also time, this is also variables. Here the dimensions will be there. Go to this one. See, this type of the graphs are going to be using where the data is varying continuously. Where the data is varying continuously, there we are going to use this box charts. Take an example of the share market. In the share market, they are going to use this one because a minute to minute the data value is going to be changing. For that one, we are going to use a box chart. Okay, next we'll see the next one. Next is a bubble graph. Here, this bubble graph is going to show the data value. It is going to show you what two dimensions. One is the volume of the data and the variety of the data. This is the volume. This data is this much volume. This is a small volume of the data. This is a small value. Two dimensions it is going to explain. If you want to show the 2 or 3 dimensions of the data, then we have to go for the bubble graph. Go through this one, bubble graph. Next, we'll move for the next one, dial. I hope everyone see this diagram. Seen this one? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Where you have seen this one?
Yes, ma'am.
You have seen in your vehicle. It is going to tell about the data here. To fast visualization. To the fast visualization of the data, we are going for this type of dial bars. Here, if you are in the 20, then it will be like this. If you are in the 20, it will be like this. If you are going in the average, then it will be like this. If you are going good, then here the line will be here. If you are excellent, see, in while running the vehicle, you cannot get to know, you cannot read these values. It will take a time. So that one is going to be shown with a color codes. Different colors are going to be used to represent the poor, average, good, excellent. This is about the dial chart. Next is a geographical map, data maps. This is about the geographical data maps of the COVID-19. Here all the data here. COVID-19 is more here. Here also it's a more. In India also it has been spreaded already. Only in some places that is not there. Go to this one. This is the geographical data maps. Geographical data maps means what? Geographically, you are going to see the data. See, you are going to see the Google map now. In that one, whatever the data is there, that is a geographical data map. Got to know that one? Okay, next we'll move to the next one. That is the pictograph. What is this pictograph? It is going to tell about the value. What is the thing? See, by seeing this one, what you are going to tell? It's a banana. No one is going to tell that it is an apple. Yes or no? This is everyone is going to tell that it is a banana. Yes? This is an apple. This is a cherry. See, by seeing the things you can identify easily. Then it is a pictograph. See, I am going to draw this one. What is this one? By seeing this picture, everyone can easily understand this one. What is that? It is a... Can you see that one? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
Computer.
Computer. See, that is a pictograph. By showing the visualization, you should able to understand the character of the graph. Then it is a pictograph. Next is a visualization example. See, in the book, they have explained about this example. We'll see this example here. This is a raw data performance. A product for a particular product, revenue, order, and the sales. These are things they have given. So what is the first step to do these things? Means you have to arrange the data in a or sorted order. First we are going to arrange the data in the sorted order. Here sorting is done with a revenue and not a product. We are started with a revenue because revenue is an important parameter for our discussion. So we have arranged the data with the revenue. See here, it is in the decreasing order. Next, we are going to show that one with a graph. See here, AA is of almost a 50%. Here, next is HH is the this much. Which is having the highest one? AA is the highest revenue. The AA is going to produce the highest revenue in the market. Next highest is HH. HH is the next highest revenue production. Like this it is going to show. And next is the next another one additional table they have given or as total orders and the tiny, small, medium, large. The orders they are going to be separated. Next is about the how the salesmen see this data. This particular AA, what was the tiny, small, medium, large? What are the orders are there here? By taking the all the previous data, we can analyze the performance of the salespersons, and for the particular salesperson, what revenue we are going to get. That we can show with this diagram. See here, this is going to show the order of the sale of the person, particular person, this particular AA person, how much he is going to take orders and how much he is going to give produce the orders or how much he can sell. This is for the ECC, this is for the HH, this is for the next JJ. These are the persons. They are going to give the this much data for the particular orders. Here, from this person, they are going to earn the revenue like this. This is the revenue of the person AA. This is the revenue of the person CC. Revenue of the person HH. This is the revenue graph. By this one, they can give a promotions for the particular persons. See, which person is good? Many persons will be there. Who is going to provide, give the high revenue? That person is a good person. So for him, we are going to give some incentives so that he can work further with a good work, good things. Got to know? This is salesperson productivity by a product. Next is the tips for data visualization. What all the tips are there? Fetch appropriate and correct data for the analysis. Here, collecting the appropriate and correct data is very, very important. If you are collecting a wrong data, then analysis is going to become a wrong. Next, sort the data. Sorting is very important. After collection of the data, you have to sort that one. Choose the appropriate method to represent the data. You have to choose the appropriate methods to represent this data. Which one is important? Bar chart, pie chart, or stacked chart, many are there. Which one is important? You have to decide and you have to use that one. Data sets could be pruned. If the data is not important, then you can remove, and the complete data is not available, you can leave that data. That is also there. Visualization could show additional dimensions for references. Visualization show the additional dimensions also for some references. A numerical data may need to be binned into a few categories. A numerical data is there, you have to bin into a separate categories, and for that is going to become helpful for the analysis. Next is a high level visualization could be backed by more detailed analysis. High level visualization should be done so that it is going to be help for the detailed analysis. A need to present the additional textual information. If any more information is necessary, then you have to go for the textual informations. In one graph, only some dots are necessary, means you have to go for the dots. If some more information is necessary, like this here, in the previous diagram, they have written the sale revenue person, the order, this one. If some any other information is necessary, you have to give that textual information for the graph. Got to know this one? This is about the tips for the data visualization. Here in this one, the important is types of the data or types of a chart.